Y'all, NeNe went live today, y'all. NeNe went live today. And I just want to tell y'all, it was just refreshing to see NeNe Leakes back in the building, okay? Now we know she got things going on. She talked about the College Hill show. She dipped and dabbed into a little bit of, maybe perhaps talking to Carlos King or talking, on her own platform, so that she can also have conversations with, viewers and her community. And she even invited some people to live chat with her as well, which was really nice. It's always good to hear from NeNe. NeNe has this infectious way of just making you laugh. And the way she welcomed everybody into the chat, into the conversation when they went live with her, it was just like electric. She has that thing. And so I'm going to start with saying this, okay? I'm going to give you guys a scenario. And I know I've just dived right into this video, and you're going to see where we're going. But I'm going to start off this video by giving you this photograph. This photograph right here represents what I think would currently be the ideal cast for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Now, I know this is wishful thinking. I am completely under no uncertain terms delusional in my thinking at the moment. But once I break this down for you with regards to the news and the headlines, I think you will understand why this cast right here would be the ultimate, ratings through the roof. Okay? Ratings through the roof. And we just got to get on into it. And I would even add Drew as a friend. I don't know. But I'm just saying, based on the things that we're seeing play out in social media right now, this cast right here would be lit. And all of these ladies will be full-time. We've never had 7 full-time peaches. But I just think that this would be something to see right here. So let's get into why. And I'm going to get into the news first, okay? So when we take things over to the neighborhood talk, we will see that, of course, NeNe Leakes speaks on Real Housewives of Atlanta, says her and Marlo haven't spoken because Marlo is a cast member and she isn't. She wears furs running around in the sun is what the people are saying about Marlo. NeNe also seemed to suggest that the network frowns upon, okay, current cast members talking to ex-cast members. And I put the alleged badge up here because that is what she is saying, okay? No one else has said this, but that is what she is saying. But you'll hear that when we review just a little bit of this, okay? Shout out to the Neighborhood Talk for capturing this part of it, okay?
I can't even take it. Have y'all been watching social media? It is out of control, honey. Yes, honey. So I decided to come over here and kiki with y'all for a few minutes, baby. Girl, people over here trying to make themselves be somebody.
Now, I don't know if the problem is I was watching and I was in and out of this when I watched the live because I was running some errands. And so I don't know. There was a reference to the post that's going around from the clip from Kandi's Speak On It, where Todd says that Kandi is the current queen of the Real Housewives of Atlanta because she's been on the show the longest. They're coming for her this season, as well as the fact that she's definitely made use of the platform. And we've all talked about as well how she's trending on social media for a song from 2013. She's literally everywhere on all of these different shows on so many different things, got so many different things going on. So Kandi is having a moment, definitely. Okay. So I don't know if that was in reference to Kandi or not. I'm not going to pretend that, it was or it wasn't because I couldn't catch the clip right before that, but it could be. So we don't know if she was shading her or not, but let's get into the Marlo of it all. Okay. That's where we're going to go next.
But I can't, honey. I'm gonna sit here with my blue jean jacket on and my white name on my screen. Marlo, what's she doing now? Lord, they said she wearing furs and running around.
NeNe just got this way of being like funny, and you can either take it as shade or take it as not shade, but it's just funny to like. I'm gonna make a recommendation for her, but could y'all not just listen to this woman all day?
In the sun. I don't know what's going on with these girls. I don't, honey. I try not to keep up. I don't know unless y'all tell me. I don't try to keep up, child.
What's the tea?
I haven't spoken to Marlo in a long time. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? We don't have any issues, but
So no issues, y'all. Like ain't no beef there. But here's where she gets into the reason why she may not be speaking or may not be talking to Marlo at this point in time, or maybe Marlo's not talking to her. I don't know.
I don't know what's going on. Sometimes these people, it's just like that. That's how that show is. It just make them. I don't know what it does. It has them if you're not on the show, they prefer you to not talk to people that are not currently on the show. That's what they do. That's to conquer and divide. So that's what happens when you get on the show or you're working on the show and you're not working. And I'm not working on the show. They don't want to talk to you or have a relationship with you. It's the whole conquer and divide. Oh, that's so terrible.
So you have that going on with NeNe Leakes. Again, if NeNe Leakes left the live up, definitely go and watch it. From all of the parts that I saw, I mean, it was just interesting. And for me, I kept thinking to myself, NeNe needs a podcast. NeNe needs a podcast. And NeNe needs a weekly podcast because I think we could all just get our life from a good old Kiki with NeNe. Maybe that could be a name. I don't know. But I just think about how Carlos King's podcast has been trending, just about every week that he's put out a new episode. I'd look at Tamara and Teddy from OC and Beverly Hills with their 2 T's in a Pod podcast. They're literally recapping the shows and they're in the headlines every week. And I feel like this could be another outlet for NeNe, to just get her voice back out there because NeNe has it. She has that star quality and she has that thing that people I think would want to listen to. Because listen, I don't listen to Robin and Giselle's podcast. It's not for no particular reason. It's just mostly because I don't have the time because I'm really kind of consumed with the things that I have going on. But I will say that, if they can do their podcast and it can be nominated for awards and they can do their live thing and, shout out to them for that achievement, then I see no reason why NeNe couldn't do the same. Okay. I see no reason why NeNe could not be doing the same. Okay. So to me, that is the move for Miss Leakes. I mean, and to me, also, this would be my ideal cast for the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And I'm just going to break it down for you right now. So what we're seeing right now is we have the beef that's going on between Kandi and Marlo. Now, that beef is kind of light at the moment. It's kind of light, it ain't too heavy. You see Marlo clapping back at something that Kandi said just like the 2.5% royalties that you get from the hit you wrote 200 years ago with 20 other writers on the song, sis. And shout out to Housewives of ATL for capturing this. And then Candy's response was, "This isn't even shade. When have I only got 2.5%? Try again. Eye roll emoji." So Candy letting it be known that she's that boss B. Okay. And as you guys can see right here, Candy made that response, right? So that's the post right there. Again, shout out to Housewives of ATL. I'll put the link in the description down below. But now let's go back to this right here. And we have so many of these ladies in different situations in their lives now. It would be very interesting to have taken almost a year-long break and get these girls back together with NeNe in the mix, where she is in her new life, and then leaving off with the heated and intense beef and rivalry between she and Candy, um, you know, because that's where they left off at. And then to try to figure out whether or not Cynthia would be able to make amends with Kenya based on what they had going on from Real Housewives Ultimate Girls Trip, and where would NeNe and Cynthia fall in this space as well in this group. And now having Marlo having her own peach and doing the work, as a full-time peach holder, where would that put her relationship with NeNe and with Kenya and with Cynthia? That would be interesting to see. But also, I think that NeNe would have an ally in Portia, and Portia would have an ally in NeNe, because everybody knows that Portia's situation for a while was quite scandalous with this whole situation with Simon. So that would be interesting to see, especially because Candy and Portia seem to be on a good note now, as we've seen them celebrating events with Shamia, and we've just seen them in photographs together. And then throwing in another OG like Sheree with a storyline that is such that she is dating, a man that is on house arrest and is coming home. And what will that relationship be like now that he is out? Guys, I know that I know this is all wishful thinking, but can you imagine the possibilities of this cast and what the ratings would look like? And then you had maybe Shamia and Drew as friends of the show. And then, I mean, because I'm looking at Beverly Hills cast, and you got eight diamond holders. Why not have 7 peach holders and 2 friends? You got 2 friends on Beverly Hills, so you got a cast of 10 women. Okay, so a cast of 9 women would be good over here, and I think that would be amazing. It would be absolutely amazing to see what these dynamics bring. And then I think after that season that you have this going on, you reevaluate to see who really deserves a peach. Do we keep all 7, or do we bring in someone else and exit out someone else? Are we bringing in Drew or back in? Or are we taking out, are we switching her for, Cynthia? Because I feel like we don't have closure with the Cynthia and Kenya relationship, nor do we have real closure with the NeNe and the Cynthia relationship either. So I am interested. This is a cast I would love to see. Chime down in the comment section down below. I think this is a cast that would do the work. They know what to do on screen, and they would work it. Okay, but anyway, that's just my thoughts. That's just my wishful thinking. I know. I could be pie in the sky on this one, but I want to know your thoughts. Okay, I had to go ahead and do this video because I was like, you know what? When NeNe starts talking, it that's a headline right there. Okay, it is. I mean, just you got to call it what it is. And that's the other thing about, you know, um being a top tier housewife, is that you making headlines. And whenever she does something, it's making a headline. You know what I'm saying? So that's just the reality of the situation. So you get that cast right there together with all those strong players, man, it's up. It's up and it's stuck. All right. So I'm gonna catch you guys in the